Hello, this is Skate Fillet episode 95. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd. I am here with Michael Medina as always. If yeah, so we're gonna talk about Louie Lopez, the Spitfire part. We're gonna do a giveaway, which we'll discuss at the end of the show. Al Davis is on Quasi now. Miles Silvas push part, and the list goes on. So to start off, we'll talk about Louie Lopez Spitfire part. Yeah,
I
so
got
go
a
ahead,
question
Mike.
for you before we get into skateboarding stuff.
Okay.
Are you back in SD?
Yes, I am.
You're back in SD, but you're not in the bed.
No, I'm not. I did a few shows in San Diego, like where I'm sitting right now. I'm next to my bed.
Ah, okay. How's the Wi-Fi next to your bed?
Hopefully good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see. Because I've had some
Hopefully no,
Wi-Fi issues here in San Diego before. That's
yeah. Hopefully no more two-part episodes of Skate Fillet.
yeah, either that or back when we were on Blab, we used to have two grants. I would show up on two different. Remember that?
I love Blab, dude.
There was like two of me.
R.I.P. to the greatest.
Yeah, Blab was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Blab was really sick. So notes, thoughts, anything on Louie Spitfire?
Louie! Oh hell yeah, let's fire it up. I got notes. I got a paper. I got a paper with all those notes written on it.
That's good.
I also got a really eager dog to talk about Louie Lopez's part. What do I got here? Kickflip backsmith front one was textbook. If you want them, if you like, that's the way that it should look. That's the way it's supposed to look. If you're out there trying to learn that trick, just watch Louie do it a bunch of times. You'll be all right. What else did I like? Ollie over the there's like a gab where he ollies over I think it's like a fence type deal over into a street, over a sidewalk into the street. Fucking nasty. That's the shit. Half cab feeble big spin.
Ooh.
What?
At night.
What? That's some shit. The crook to switch crook. I think everyone has seen the meme by now. I mean, I feel like that's one of those tricks that we've seen before, but like it's a breath of fresh air when we get to see it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, totally. I think my favorite thing, my notes are heavy, but like obviously the nose blunt 270 for me is probably my favorite thing from the whole entire part. Or the back three over the crazy. And I really like the back three over the bump to bar. He like completely just late rotationed it, man. Holy shit.
That's my favorite trick.
And then what was the ender? The ender was the shove it over the bar?
Yeah, pop shove.
Bump to bar? Yeah, pop shove. Damn. So basically, like, some of the most awkward, difficult tricks over bump to bars, he did it. Heel flip too, right? He does a straight heel flip.
Does
it? One in SF, the downhill. If I'm not mistaken, it's the one in SF, the downhill one.
Which downhill one?
It's like I think the stuff like the surroundings are like a red color, like your hat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably if you remember it, but for some reason I'm not remembering it at the moment.
Damn.
I have notes, but I'm just gonna try to remember what I like because I watched the part multiple times, so I'm probably gonna remember it. Crook to switch crook, like you mentioned. I really like the line. Does he just? I think he just ollies the first like bump over pull and then backside flips the next one.
Yeah, totally.
Just going downhill. That spot's super sick, and backside flip was amazing. The back three is definitely my favorite clip in the video because that trick's hard to pop. Like if you watch the way a lot of people do it, the only way I understand how to do it is just all scoop. Like I don't know. The way he did it was like he had to obviously get a solid ollie because he's going over that rail. But it was just like back 180 and then like weight was on his nose and just whipped it around and it looked absolutely perfect. Obviously pop shove, it's crazy on that bump over bar. I don't know. I feel like in the comments some people were acting like that wasn't that gnarly, but
what?
It was tall. It was a big drop, and pop shove. It's a weird trick going over something because you have to pop so early.
Yeah, is that really what was? I don't even read comment sections, man.
I look at comment sections just to see like what other people are thinking, just kind of to know. But
I read the comment sections
what other people think. Okay, well, I'll look at my notes to see what else. A lot of them are what you already said. There's the nollie over the rail into that skinny bank in the beginning was really sick.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Front nose slide, front 270 out was rad on that. It was like a green electrical box ledge. And then, oh, this was sick. There was that chain to go over, and then real quick down the 3 block, and he did switch flip and then switch tray. That was crazy. Other than that, I think you said, switch 180 down this. It was probably like a 6-ish, and then big spin where he lands on that block and then big spins off of it. It's in downtown San Francisco. That spot's crazy. That clip was super rad. There was a lot of stuff like that, like quick feet clips, which I think are really entertaining.
He's really good at big spins, that's for sure.
Yeah, the half cap feeble big spin looks so good.
All I'm gonna say, man, is he took the Tampa win. He drops the fire Spitfire part on Thrasher, by the way. Let's not forget that. So what else is it gonna take?
I don't know, but we still got about 8 months.
I know, it's so heavy, right? It's like, damn.
I'm sure. I would assume he'll have something come out for cons or flip.
That's what I'm hoping.
I know cons is going a lot of trips filming, so.
And dude, I'm hoping. All right, here's what I'm hoping for. I hope that he does something small with cons, just like a minute or two. It's, you know what I'm saying. So give us some throwaway. That's fine. That's cool with me. I don't like the term throwaway. I'm gonna go with like B-roll. I'm gonna say that instead, because I don't like the term throwaway. I think that's fucking trash. But and then I really want him to drop a part for flip. Okay. Or through Thrasher again. I don't mind. Both.
Yeah, I don't care what it's for, who it's for. I'll take more Louie footage.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going Louie.
And I think Louie and I think his sponsors are gonna give a little Sodi push. Which is sick. So. I like that he. I like that he already has a part out, because I think you'll see certain people, and whether it's their decision or their sponsors or whatever. But I think there are situations where a lot of footage gets held on to, not because they're necessarily still filming or they need more clips, but because they want to put a lot of stuff out at the tail end of the year.
So right time.
Like fresh in everyone's mind before Sodi, which I get. But I also think it's sick that he dropped the part right now, like the first few months of the year, and then we'll see more. So, someone that's like consistent throughout the year is something I think sick.
I mean, anyone who's been watching or listening to this show consistently for however long, for 95 episodes, I guess. Holy shit. For that long, they know I've spoken on how much I like Louie so many times. So it's like I'm
stoked, everyone's hyped on that part. That part is rad. The opening line was super sick too. Ollie down to that bank, and then Warren Ollie, and then Wally off, and then he just cruised around.
The second angle was the shit, man.
Yeah, and then he cruised around and then does the kickflip nose man, Ollie back 180 on the curb.
Yeah, and somebody's like, all right, or like something in the background. It's fucking tight.
Yeah, so I think it was a very enjoyable part. Great style and trick selection, which is what you would expect out of Louie.
That's what another thing I had in my notes is that, like, you don't really know what's coming next. Like, he has a super duper duper deep bag of tricks. Like, it's not like most skateboarders where like they have their go-tos, say 5 tricks that they do over and over and over down everything. You know what I mean? Which is not a hating on anyone, because that's my shit. Like I mean I love people for one trick kind of thing. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I also really like the element of surprise and having just absolutely no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely did not expect that back 3 over that bump to bar.
Yeah, that one surprised me. The pop shove, I've seen him do a good amount of pop shove-its, but on that spot was surprising and very gnarly.
Oh, I also that he does a front side flip that I really really like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that spot looks so tight.
It's like flat, and you have to go over the rail or something.
Yeah. It looks so tight. That spot looks dope as fuck. I don't know. I've watched this Louie part at least like 5 or 6 times by now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's fire, dude. He's fucking hauling ass in it too, if you pay attention.
Well, we'll move along to another person that you're a big fan of, but skates a good amount different than Louie. Mr. Shane Oneill.
So many. I was gonna say there's actually like all of my notes right now are on 4 of like my favorite dudes.
Oh really? Well, that's right.
Yeah, it's kind of gnarly, right?
Shane Oneill dropped a video on Thrasher. Not the new Shane Oneill video. It was filmed in 9 days in Melbourne, Australia, with
VX.
Honestly, I don't even know who. Just James is the filmer, and I don't know anything about him. But
that's sick.
I always see his name at the end of Shane's videos because.
Is he the one that has the homie clips in it?
I believe so. I can't can't say for sure, but I do think so.
He's
Yes.
the one that does the 180 up, frontside half cab flip off the 3 up 3.
I think so. Yeah.
3 5.
I don't know
Okay.
for sure, but I think he's at least had clips in his other parts. So I think, yeah.
That's dope. But no,
Because he
dude.
filmed Shane Goes as well.
Oh, really? Well, I
Or
know
at least
Spanish
a good
Mike
amount of
filmed
it.
that first clip.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying but I think James is like one of Shane's main filmers and filmed a
For
good amount of
sure.
that part.
I just still find it crazy that Spanish Mike filmed that.
Why? He's a filmer.
I know, it's just random, I guess. More random than like I would expect.
Okay.
I don't know. So what's up with that big spin frontside no slide 3 shove, dude? You got that one?
No, I don't have that one.
What the fuck? That is
especially
so
in a
crazy.
line.
Dude, that is absolutely insane.
That's definitely a standout trick because I think he did it. Just without big spin, even without big spinning in, I think a front nose big spin that way is one of the best looking ledge tricks. And he big spinned in, and it was in a line. I thought it was cool how it was all lines.
Yeah.
A lot of them were quick lines, so they weren't it wasn't drawn out. I think
it's so good.
An all line part could get drawn out, but it's not. I don't think it was. I really like the line using nollie back heel on flat. The nollie back heel is insane. It's so popped and boned out and caught perfectly. And then he does switch backs and flip on this bank over.
Are you talking about the one that has like that rad ass transition? That's like it has him like doing like a tray flip over this like bump over something. And then he like does it on flat and it transitions into another line of him starting to do it on flat. Because it was a super tight if you pay attention to that. No, he tray flips a gap, like a little bump over.
Okay, and then he goes to set up for an ollie back heel, and then
it turns into another line of him. Dude, that looks so sick. That looks so.
The first time I remember seeing that, or at least that like stood out to me, was they did that with Kevin Bradley in Chronicles with the flat ground back 3.
Yep.
Yeah, but that nollie back heel itself was insane, and then switch backs and flips always a great looking trick. I don't know. As always, it's like tech skating out of Shane, but I think even if you're someone that's what?
It's only like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it is short. He has said that he has the main project or the part that he's more psyched on dropping very soon in the next couple months. So that kind of leads me to believe this is some of it. Maybe he didn't want to use for that, and then they just toss some other stuff. And
that's mind blowing to me.
It was filmed in 9 days. So it's kind of like a side project, and we'll get his main part or whatever you want to call it in the near future. But it was, as always, it's tech skating done properly.
What about this? Did that little 3, like up 3 up, and then
switch tray up to 3,
and then switch big heel off?
Yeah, I don't know how you're just gonna switch tray up a 3.
Dude, that dude is so fucked up for that line. I've watched that line like 5 times. It's like
I think it's sick because it's just a up 3 and down a 4. Like it's nothing gnarly.
Oh, it looks fire. That spot looks fun as fuck to skate.
Yeah. But I'm saying like switch tray upping.
Yeah, switch tray up something
up a 3 is crazy.
Like that's the way he got up there.
Yeah.
A normal human.
He could have 180. Yeah, he could have 180 and then switch big heeled, but no.
Yeah, that's awesome. What else do I have? Oh, the ender is absolutely mind-boggling.
Well, speak on it.
Half cab crook 360 or switch 360 heel.
In the middle of the ledge. Don't forget that.
Yeah, pop out. Let's not forget that.
Nollie back heel pop out in the middle of the ledge.
Completely mind-boggling, dude. That is like as tech can possibly fucking get. Like all the tech skaters out there, like they are all like tipping their hat, like no matter what. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, geez, Louise, man.
Yeah, that
is the real fucking deal right there. That guy's the man, and that's a throwaway part.
I just can't believe he did that in the middle of the ledge. That he popped out, nollie back heel.
Guy's the real deal. He always gets his name is always first when people like refer to the robots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is he really that robotic, or is it because I feel like his shit looks good? It looks good.
Okay, I think people, the term robot is generally like a boring tech or something. But
yeah, but
it might not look good. But I think with Shane, people use it more due to his skill level and his technical level. Because I think Jenkum is like the main people that first started referring to Shane as the robot. But if you read like a lot of their stuff about Shane, like they kind of say how they like his style and they respect that. Like, and I don't think it's a diss at all, especially towards Shane, because I think I'm someone that feel like certain tech skaters, I'll get super over it, but Shane, I'll enjoy it because it's done so well, and with a good style, he goes a good speed.
It's innovative, man.
Yeah. So I enjoy Shane footage. Definitely.
If you want to talk about you have no idea what's coming next, it's that guy. You have no fucking idea what's coming next. Switch trade nose blunts? That's a thing for him. He could start a line with that if he felt like it. This motherfucker tied his shoes in the middle of the line. Let's not forget that.
Shane's crazy.
He goes. We all know this.
Ben going.
Dude, if he drops apart, dude, god damn, dude, come November, this Saudi talk is
dude, Shane's gonna have to get it some year.
It's gonna be fucked. But this year is already so crazy.
Oh,
it's March, bro. It's not even April yet. Like we haven't even got the 420 Blaze It parts. No, but really, man. Like honestly, come late November, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
And there's all those Jocelyn rumors. Let's not forget about that guy.
Yeah, El Toro.
Oh man, if he does trade flip El Toro and he does do that shit down Wallenberg and he does do this shit down Hollywood and he goes to all these crazy fucking spots and does all this crazy shit, dude, it's gonna be hard to be like not just be like, okay, here, take this Saudi trophy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
It's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be a good one.
Brandon Biebel released a
motherfucking day
called AMFD 2.
What'd you think?
I thought it's not new footage. It's just stuff from the Gram compiled, which is sick. I back that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I'm trying to think stuff because I didn't take notes on it, but I did watch it. Stuff
I took notes.
Switch front heel over the table got a little sketchy in the rollaway, but that's just insane.
That's
which
awesome.
Also Shaw did over a table in a schoolyard that was posted on Insta this past weekend. That was absolutely perfect. But that trick's crazy. What was it? Switchback 180 nose manny nollie flip on the long ledge was crazy. 180 switch manny switch flip on it too was crazy. And then I don't know. It's pretty much just a bunch of crazy tech ledge manual stuff. And he's a lot of pop. Nollie back biggie over a table was ridiculous. Half cab front crook nollie big on it was like a lower ledge was gnarly. And
dude, this shit is crazy. It's exactly what you'd expect from him, but in a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're gonna get the nose manuals. You're gonna get those. You're gonna get the nose grinds. You're gonna get those. That's in there. But like, half cab crook, switch 360 heel out. Or I'm sorry, no, that's my Shane now. The full cab switch nose manny 180 is the shit. On the tiny little manny pad.
Yeah, my homie June Sato did that fakey big flip out the other day.
Dude, June is fucked up though. We all know about June. He's all over the fucking Instagrams, dude. What else does he? Fakey 5-0 switch flip. That trick looks so sick when people do that.
Fakey nose grind.
You call it fakey nose?
I call it what it is.
Whatever. It's I never know the name.
Okay.
That's one of the worst ones that like I just am like, what the fuck? Like, what do I call this damn thing? I don't know. I love that he skates a Lil Wayne. I love when people skate too easy.
What was it after Wayne? Oh, Future.
Yeah, Future was after.
You know what I noticed was funny is the Future song that he used was I recently watched his whatever it's called on the Barracks playlist. They talk about music, and he was saying how he's so hyped on that exact song by Future, and then he used it in the edit, which was sick.
Yeah, he probably like went home he's probably bumping that shit all day, did that Barracks interview thing, and then went home and edited all AMFD 2.
Another thing I think is cool is that he puts out all these clips on Instagram, and I think it's cool how they're on Insta and then he edits them together, or whoever edits it for him. Just because it's cool to have all your footage in one place.
I think he does it.
Is it
he does.
I don't know. Oh, really?
Because he used to have
I
his
also.
YouTube channel, dude. Beeble's World. Remember that shit?
Oh no, I know, but I mean, I think Dan Abadi did at least did a good amount of that stuff for him.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I know. I know. I've at least heard him say they were talking about YouTube, and he was
Oh, that's
mentioning
sick.
Peebles. But yeah, whoever's doing it, I think it's cool because it's all in one place. I think it's sick how he puts so much effort into getting clips at his park or whatever park he's skating. Obviously, for the most part, his park. And now we're gonna get a street part for Push in the very near future. So we get to see what he's learning at the park and see him take some of those tricks to the streets.
Well, okay, question. Wasn't there hella guest tricks in the first one?
Yeah, I think there were at least some, yes. But the Barracks has also done AMFD edits where it's just like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, this one had no guest appearances.
Yeah, there wasn't any in this. You're right.
Interesting.
Maybe they're gonna do another one of those montages at his park on the Barracks, and they're saving it.
They're really
That's just an
entertaining
idea.
to watch. They make me really want to like. They make me wish my balance was a lot better. Like, dude, his nose manny game is crazy as fuck, dude. He doesn't.
Yeah, he can do a lot of stuff into nose manuals.
He just moves his feet around and willingly does not care. He also does this really cool thing where he'll wheel his back arm.
I know, dude.
And it'll keep.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, it was cool as fuck. He does it all the time.
It's weird that I've on one of my a trick where I did like the same thing with my arm. And then I watched people do it, and I was like, oh, he does that too. But that was the only time I ever noticed myself do it. But I thought of that when watching Beeble. I was like, he always does that with his arm, and it like I don't know.
It like windmills his ass forward. Or
something. Mike. I don't know what just happened. That sounded like he dropped his computer or his phone, whichever one he's doing the show on. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's up with him. Hopefully this isn't a repeat of last week and he didn't just mess up his connection. But anyway, that's probably all we're going to talk about for Beeble's part. So Al Davis, I'll just chat for a second. I'm pretty sure he'll be back here momentarily. Al Davis has been announced welcome to Quasi. He was previously on Habitat for, I think it's 8 years, was what I saw on a post. So he was over there for a while. But I don't think people were, at least myself, and I don't think many people were too surprised by the Quasi move because he'd kind of been repping them, skates with some of those dudes, fits good on the brand. So yeah, I don't know. It's a good fit. I think it's cool that Habitat posted about it. Obviously, just wished him the best for his future, which is rad because he was over there for so long. It's cool that he was able to leave on good terms, or at least that's what it seems like to the public. Yeah, so it's cool that they left on good terms like that, and they're able to wish him his best on social media. And hopefully that means that we got like a Al Davis part or something coming out soon with them, because I think a lot of people, especially a lot of people that really enjoy GX1000, that got a lot of people psyched on Al Davis. And there's actually some sort of montage or edit, I'm guessing, dropping by GX1000 tomorrow on Thrasher that he posted about. Then he tagged Al Davis in that, so we'll get some footage in tomorrow on Thrasher. Which is rad. See, he's always killing it in SF, like bombing hills, ollie over stuff, kick flipping over stuff. So that'll be sick to watch. Hopefully Mike's popping back in momentarily. I don't know what exactly happened there. Oh, here he is. Wow. Did your computer just break?
Yep, it did. She just broke my computer.
Live on Skate Fillet.
Live on live. Oh, fucking A, man. Life of puppy owner.
Well, I guess we'll just have to get through the show. The only thing is, Mike, is that it's I don't know if something's covering your mic. Your microphone, I should say. It's a little bit hard to hear you. If you could grab headphones, maybe. Yeah,
I got some right here.
perfect. This should make it sound a
Hopefully this
little
is
bit
better.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah, you sound a lot better.
All right, cool. Stupid dog. I'm so
Um,
pissed at her right now.
I just discussed Al Davis's move to Quasi, but I don't know if you have really anything to add on that.
Dude, wasn't there like a really interesting Habitat commercial that came along with it?
Yeah, I discussed that it seemed like they were. I don't know if it was sarcastic at all, but it kind of seemed like they were.
It didn't seem like
with the
they were
move and
sarcastic at all.
Yeah, it seemed like they were back in the move and happy for him. So
Interesting. I think it was maybe one of those situations that's like we're not going to be able to do what you want to do, what you want us to do for you, but we're happy for you. And then he found someone that was. And
yeah, I don't know exactly the details, but that's possible. And also, I don't know. Like I was mentioning when you were gone momentarily, was that he was over there for 8 years.
oh
So
shit.
yeah, I saw that on one of the posts the other day. So obviously it was a long time. I think it's rad that they back the move and are supporting him, even if he's not going to be on their brand. That's really cool of them.
That's it's he was already pro for Habitat though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure because that was my next question. Is I'm not very familiar with Habitat as a brand anymore since they basically since like the whole departure from Alien Workshop kind of happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pro, so I'm guessing that Quasi will release a graphic for him soon. Maybe they're
Didn't
working
we
on a
already
little
see
video.
it? We already saw it in that little thing, didn't we?
Oh, they showed it?
Yeah, I thought so. Or am I just making shit up?
Let me pull it up. I don't remember seeing it, to be honest with you. I just
I could
remember
have
his
swore it
name
was
popping
in
up.
that like little spoof.
You're talking when
Or
he's.
that little.
Oh wait, the Habitat one?
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah. Well, the only thing Quasi really posted about him is that line of him going down a hill.
I could have
Like
swore
ollie
that I
something,
saw a
kickflip
Quasi
something.
board
I don't know.
with
I
his
haven't,
name on it.
but yeah, I don't know. So maybe it's out there and I missed it, or it's coming in the near future. I'm guessing. Maybe with a little video clip or something. So yeah. Also, Mike, I mentioned just recently, I saw on Instagram today, GX1000 is releasing some sort of video tomorrow on Thrasher, and he's going to be in that.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that'll be cool to watch.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
that's
say
something
I'm
we'll talk
excited.
about next week. I think is there tomorrow or Friday? I want to say tomorrow.
Well, either way, we get on Friday. There's Nick Tucker push part getting
Yeah,
released.
we'll chat about that real quick. We'll just go into push. So yeah, Nick Tucker's push part premieres tomorrow if you're in LA, and it will be live on the barracks when the clock strikes midnight. I'm guessing because that's what they did with Miles. So Friday, Nick's part will be up on the barracks for your viewing pleasure. But we'll get into Miles since this has been released.
Oh shit! It's Miles time.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I've watched that part at least once a day since it's been released. It's so good.
Dude, it is serious
right when
fire.
I watched it, so they did it the same way as last year in the sense of it's a summary of his episodes and then the video part begins. So I didn't need to watch the summary because I watched all the episodes. So I was skipping through the video trying to find when the video part was going to start. And I saw it started at 6 minutes, and the video was about 12 minutes long. And I was like, "Whoa!" I thought it was gonna be later because I didn't think, they really don't film for these parts that long.
Mm-hmm.
I know he got hurt. I was expecting to be psyched on the footage, which I am, but I wasn't expecting the amount of footage that he had. So when it started at 6 minutes, I was like, "Whoa, this sounds like it's gonna be a lot of footage."
I thought it was going to be a lot more B-roll just nonsense.
Yeah,
shit.
it was a lot of footage. I was pleasantly surprised by that. I watched it through once, and I was gonna go to sleep, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need to watch it again because that was heavy." So I watched it for a second time, just back to back. Right when it was released, I needed two watches to take it in.
Yeah, it was released the same day as Louie too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were both released on Friday.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Friday was a sick day as a fan of skateboarding. You got to watch Miles on the barracks, and you got to watch Louie on Thrasher do their thing. I'll go through some notes that I took just some standout tricks from Miles'
I'm
part.
sure
real quick.
mine are very similar, so
Yeah.
go run through yours.
Back tail, and he launched over like a set of stairs. I don't remember exactly.
Yep.
That was fun. Back big spin down. I think it's a 5 block. The catch was unreal on his. The way it just stuck on his front foot. He like caught it at a pop shove it, and it just stuck. And then all the way around.
The spot that looks like Rincon.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
for sure.
fakie front crook, fakie flip out, and a line after a very nollie flip back nose ground 180. So
That
2
trick
incredible ledge
is
tricks.
Baller.
Front feeble front shove out on that shootout rail. I think it was off like a 2-stair. Was gnarly. That's an amazing looking trick as well.
Love that.
Big spin back tail 270, which I think is an amazing looking trick. And a little backstory: Alan, who is his filmer, they're both from the Sacramento area, and Alan was saying that they actually had that ledge spot uncapped for Miles to get that line, and then the big spin back to 270 single, and it was capped just a couple days after they got the clips. So that's really sick because Alan was saying they wanted to get some clips, skate some legendary Sacramento spots since that's where they are both from. So that's rad that he posted that little backstory. I think it's always interesting. And let's see what else. Front crook to front feeble is my favorite trick in the video. The way he transferred the front crook, he sat on the front crook. He transferred to the front feeble. He sat on the front feeble, and then he popped out and landed with like his front truck in the street, but the rest of his board was still on the curb and just handled it absolutely perfect. And that was right when the song was switching to Future, and it just sounded so sick. Everything was sick. The whole thing right there is perfect. Let's see. The last thing I wrote was backsmith down the triple kink, and then obviously his front feeble pop out ender was just incredible.
I think you mentioned almost every single thing I have on my notes.
Really? Yeah, that's how it was for the Louie thing when you read here.
Oh, you talk about the kick flip back tail heel flip to forward, right?
Oh, well, see, if I was gonna, I could have just wrote down the whole part because that was all that good. But yes, definitely, that's a good one to mention.
I also really, really like the switchback tail heel flip to forward. The way that he like kept it. Oh my god, absolutely fucked up. And that
you
spot,
can tell he was hyped on that one. The B-roll, he's all smiley right after he got it.
Dude, that shit is nuts. That is a really fucked up trick, man. Yeah. I also think that the ender, that spot is pretty unreal.
That trick at that spot, I think it's a perfect.
That spot looks like a fucking nightmare to skate, dude.
It looks like you're trying to get folded. It's a perfect example of the amount of board control that he has, I think. That he can lock into the front feeble and sit on it so comfortably that there's a cross rail. There's a crossbar, so he has to pop out. He's sitting there and then just snaps over the thing like it's nothing.
He blasted over that fucking thing. That was crazy. Like, who does you don't see people do it like that.
It's actually I agree. If you watch a lot of his handrail tricks, you'll notice that he pops out of everything.
Did you talk about that
the benefit of it looking
through the kinks?
Yeah, the triple kink backsmith.
Oh man, that shit's crazy.
He also back 50'd it in the line. He back grinded it and then did front feeble back 180 on that other like kink shootout.
I also think that he may have like the nollie, the best nollie inward in the game.
What, the one to nose Matty? Oh, and the one down the set.
No, down the stairs, dude. The way that he does it down the stairs looks fucking crazy.
That line was sick with the hard flip on flat or like into a little bank maybe.
I still always think of the beginning of 1947, his 1947 part.
Oh, the one right in front of the security?
Yeah, where like they're catching static and he just does it, dude. What?
So sick.
So tight.
Oh, you know what I actually randomly noticed in his push part? Is that in that line with the nullinger heel down the set, you can see like the gold triangle on his grip, and I think that's probably the board or around the time when everyone started tripping they thought he was going to primitive because he had a board and you could see his primitive grip. But I'm guessing it was just like he didn't have grip and someone had it or something. But I remembered like he posted a photo and you could like see that, or it was in a clip, and everyone was tagging us like, "Oh, he's going to primitive."
I still think that was funny when people always used to tag us and everything. But no, fuck it. I still think it's funny that like in his 9 Club episode he talked about like Yeah, I was just riding PLA boards. Like, what are you talking about? That entire push part is on deluxe boards. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, definitely.
You can literally like see crooked symbols and read the word "real" like multiple times.
I didn't notice in this one, but at least in when he was filming for Away Days, I also seen him. He had some Habitat boards.
In Away Days?
Yeah, or at least there was some like behind the scenes thing when they were on a trip and he was getting Habitat boards.
I watch Away Days all the time still.
But that was also Habitat is ran through Official, which is the hat brand that he skates for, which is out of Sac. So
sick.
I don't know if they're ever trying to get him on or anything. I mean, maybe.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, but at least that was the connection probably for those boards. But yeah. Honestly, if you actually watch it, there's only a couple clips with numbers boards.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know when the deadline was when the Barracks wanted everything done and edited, and the numbers actual board graphics were actually only released.
Well, you already know Numbers was working on the Nike collab before they were working on board graphics.
Jeez, Mike. But then he also has some of the blank, so I'm sure the blank words were Numbers sending him those, probably testing out shapes or whatever before the graphics
probably.
were printed.
Doesn't he scale like an 8.3 or some shit?
I don't know what size, but I would assume probably 8 1/4.
I think he says it actually.
Really?
Yeah, because then he goes on to talk about Rodrigo skating like a 7.65 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I do remember Rodrigo skating hers. Actually, I think they sell. I think he said Numbers sells the boards, the sizes that each. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. It was in the nightclub that Numbers sells the boards in the size that person skates, except Rodrigo, because this is so small that it wouldn't sell.
Right.
I'm gonna see what size they sell his at.
I wonder, dude, like, was Rodrigo skating that small a board, like, in, like, Manic Madi and shit? Because he was hucking and chucking back then.
Dude, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, his is 8.375, the one that they're selling at least.
What is it?
8.38.
8.37, 8.38. That's big as fuck. There's no way I could skate that.
And they sell the costumes are
I'm gonna get
5. And the Rodrigo,
I'm gonna get flamed in the comments.
You're gonna get flamed. Wait, what do you say?
8.1 Ishad fucking boards usually.
Okay. It's a good.
But Jim told me that I gotta skate an 8.25 because I'm a grown man and I have to act like
it. Wait, what do you have? 147s?
Yeah, dude. I really want to try a hollow truck.
Oh, the hollows?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, it's funny because my friend was setting up a board the other day, and he has the hollow axle, hollow kingpin. So I held him like just a truck, and they're definitely a noticeably lighter if that's what you're looking for. Because some people don't like light trucks. I don't really care.
That's definitely what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, it's
looking for
definitely a big difference. But
I've literally skated the same exact trucks for like almost 10 years. Not the same exact set of trucks, but like the same
model.
Team Edition Thunder 147. Yeah.
What do you get? Highs, right?
Yep, that's right, boy.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, why are you getting lows?
Oh no.
I don't.
What is a low truck for? Like a manual or something?
Yeah, I can't figure out why you would want lower trucks.
You like wheel bites?
And a taller truck gives you more like snap. Well, I guess if you want a quicker pop, you'd want low trucks. But I think if your board's a little bit taller, it gives you more time to pop, like more snap. But if you do want
a proper pinch, you need high trucks.
Well, not necessarily.
I'm just talking shit.
You know, this kid's a big board is Jamie Foy. Speaking of pinch.
He's a gigantor, of course.
Gigantor.
What are you gonna get? What are you gonna give Big Boy Foy a 7.65?
Definitely not, dude. Felipe skates really small boards like that too.
Yeah, you're right. I knew that too.
Small. Okay, well,
those Brazilians, dude, they're all about little boards and tray flip crookeds.
Tray flip crooks. Dude, did you happen to see John Costantino's transroll part?
I didn't actually. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're all good. It was released on Friday. probably part of the reason you missed it because people were also.
I was gonna say, dude,
Louie and Miles.
I should refer to it as like the Roger Bagley effect.
Yeah, honestly, I think from his perspective, I would have been like, I would have rather like wait a week. Maybe he doesn't care, but like, I'm sure it got a little bit lost in the mix for some people. I took some notes
Louie
on
and
it.
Miles.
He's Canadian. And let's see what I wrote. He did.
Does he skate for Red Dragon?
No, I don't think so. I think he gets element boards, and I know he's on cons. It was like 4 cons apart, but it was released on Transworld. Kickflips over rail into a steep bank. Kickflip frontside nose grind on a shootout ledge, and then he does backsmith front 180 on the same shootout ledge. Was super sick. And then his ender was a fat double set hard flip that done absolutely perfect. And hard flips, I think it's a trick you see a lot, like pretty commonly now, especially down stuff. But personally, I don't really get over it. It's like his was done so well. Everything. It was a great hard flip.
If it's a good hard flip, then it's fun to watch.
It's not something I get over. Especially done properly like that. So I would recommend checking out that part, especially if it got lost for you in between two very big name pros at the moment. John had a rad part over on Transworld. Let's see. Okay, you noticed this one, Mike. Forrest Edwards got a box, or at least was skating some hookups boards on Insta.
What do you make of this? What is going on with this Forrest Edwards situation with boards and sponsors?
Honestly, I haven't really been paying much
skateboarding.
attention. If I were to guess, probably they're just helping him out. I don't know. I'd be a little surprised, I guess, if he was put on hookups, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get on hookups or anything. I think he's just obviously skating one of their boards. Yeah, totally. But like my thing is like
the situation.
From like his relationship that he had with the dudes from Toy Machine that we saw like on King of the Road last year.
Yeah.
It seemed like they wanted him there. Like it seemed like he fit in there. It seemed like he got along with those dudes. It seemed like they wanted him there. And then all of a sudden we were waiting for him to get like officially announced. That wasn't a big surprise. But then all of a sudden CJ Collins gets announced on Toy, and it's just like, wait. I know to somebody like me who's like a fan of Forrest skating, I really like Forrest footage for sure. So it's like I wish the best for him, you know what I mean, as far as like sponsors and shit go. So it's like I was kind of like, what the fuck, almost like. Obviously, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes at all whatsoever, but I always thought that was like a seemingly really good fit, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it would have been. I think he does fit great with Toy. Unless obviously, like you said, we don't know anything about the situation. So if something happened, or if there's certain people that he's not getting along with, or I don't know, whatever it could be. Yeah, I mean, you tried to interview him.
I mean, you have to agree though.
What did he say? He said for I'll interview for $5,000.
$2,000.
$2,000. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, like, wouldn't you agree though that like he seemingly did get along with those dudes really well?
It seemed like it, yes. It seemed like it. But you also have to remember we only see so much.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You're right.
And there's other people involved with Toy Machine that might not be on King of the Road that would have a say on who's getting on the team.
Dude, most definitely.
Yeah, so I don't know. But undeniably, Forrest is gnarly.
Yeah, no shit. Tray flip grinds on fucking round rails.
Cyan Costa. He was a pro for Enjoy. They gave him a long board, which I think was hilarious. Were they at Machba? I think it was at Machba.
I don't know. That is hilarious, though.
I didn't pay that much attention to the exact photo, but if my memory is telling me that it was at Machba. But yeah, the longboard is funny. Are you familiar with Mr. Costa at all, Mike?
Is he on Nike?
DC.
DC? Why do I know? I'm not very familiar. I'm more okay. It's gonna sound like ridiculous, but I'm like more familiar with his name than I am with him.
Oh no, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like that name stands out like a lot.
Yeah, if you watch, he has footage and okay, there's plenty of footage for you to watch of him on the internet.
All right,
and the viewers, if you're not familiar with him, and I think he's pretty much He's good at ledges tech. Very good style. He does very creative tricks. Pretty much just someone that's entertaining to watch. So yeah, I think he's been killing it. I think it's good for Enjoy because it's. I mean, when was the last person they turned pro?
Jose Rojo?
Is Zach Wallen pro?
Yeah. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Zach Wallen was the last person to turn pro.
Rojo was. What happened with that?
Rojo? Well, they put his part out.
Okay.
But yeah. So I think it's cool for them. 'Cause it's a little just obviously gets them some attention.
I know. Enjoy's sick.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious that they gave him the longboard. But yeah, definitely check out some of his footage if you're not familiar because I think he's very entertaining, creative, and very respectable.
Hopefully we get a pro part.
Yes, I agree. I would love to see that. That's
what I'm hoping for.
Moving right along. Okay, you actually texted me about this, which I was surprised because I watched this part for Friendship, Dan Corrigan, and I was going to send it to you. I was like, I'll probably send it to him, but I don't even know if he'll watch it. And if I don't send it to him, there's probably no chance of him watching it. But you texted me about it, so I'll let you talk about it first.
I thought it was sick. Yeah. I think that what the Friendship does with their video parts or like any further their video projects in general, I guess, like they make them really fun.
Yeah,
like they make it really enjoyable to watch.
Fun does seem like the theme.
The fun factor is very high. Say is like the tricks aren't like necessarily absolutely mind-bogglingly crazy or anything, but they're good, high-quality tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
they're
good.
not
it's
easy.
Fun
they're
to
definitely
watch.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
Song goes really well with the part. Like I don't know. I don't have notes on that in front of me right now, which is unfortunate. But I definitely remember texting you about it because it was really fun to watch.
There's a lot of crazy ledge tricks. I think. Like you said, with all
it definitely doesn't seem like he's taking himself too seriously.
Yeah. A fun does seem like definitely a big factor, which is sick. That's how I think a lot of their edits are, whether it's on Instagram of dudes skating a curb or video parts for the company. That seems like the vibe they're going for, which is rad. And his ender is Wally 180 to fakie manual on the courthouse stage.
Oh yeah, what? How did I forget that? That's fucking crazy.
Pretty unreal. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That is a heavy one.
What?
Especially
How
on
did I
that
forget
thing.
that?
It's not low. It's not low.
Yeah, it's filmed really cool too.
Yep, I agree. It was filmed cool. I think it's an enjoyable part. It's up on the barracks. Yeah, so check that out, Dan Corrigan's part. Definitely entertaining. Entertaining and fun are two words that it makes me think of. Street League announced
Friendship.
Street League announced the dates and the
venues, I'm fired up, boy.
Of for the tour this year. So I'll let you talk about it because clearly you're psyched.
I'm fired up, boy.
Because?
Sure, Street League's coming back to Chicago, Illinois. Gonna be lit as fuck. August 13th, boy. Here, I'll read the list though, just so I can accommodate to those outside of Chicago.
They're starting out in Barcy as usual for the Pro Open.
Yeah, hold on. I want to read the proper name for it this year because it has a new name. It's called what the fuck is it called? What did they refer to the? It's not even just called Street League anymore. Like, do you remember when like the first initial Street League happened?
Yes.
And how it was like straight up Street League.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's not called Street League.
It's called, the proper name for it now is SLS Nike SB World Tour.
Oh well, yeah, they've been saying that.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, why can't you just sponsor something? Why does your name also have to be in the title?
Because they probably paid for it.
They probably okay, fine.
Of course, they paid for it.
Whatever. But yeah, the dates are freaking whatever. That's kind of whatever. It's like P Diddy always got to be up in the videos of his artists and shit. It's like, okay, so May 20th through 21st is in Barcelona, Spain. 24th is technically stop 1 in Munich, Germany.
24th of what?
June.
Okay.
June 24th. And then August 13th is in Chirac, boy. And then September 15th is in Grant's former home city. Now he's back in La Jolla. But the September 15th Super Crown is in Los Angeles, California.
LA? At the USC Gallon Center, I'm guessing.
At the Gallon Center at USC.
I knew it.
Oh my God, are you gonna be there, wow, I almost called you something. Are you gonna be there, Grant?
I don't know, probably.
What do you mean you don't know? Is skateboarding just like that small of a thing? Well, I'm
saying that it's like September is far away. It's like
that's okay.
In April. I didn't know last year if I was gonna go until like a couple weeks before, and I went.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, I called off work on August 14th.
Well, that's sick. I'm hyped for that. You're able to go.
I'm going ham sandwich.
Yeah. So yeah, I might go. We'll see.
All I'm saying, if anyone's gonna be at that August 13th stop 2 at the UIC Pavilion in Chicago, Illinois,
I will be there. Pavilion in
Chicago, Illinois.
It's called the what?
UIC.
Oh, I thought you said USC, and I was like, "What are you saying?"
No, dude, keep your fucking bougie school down there. Actually, no, UIC is hella bougie. It's gonna be lit, dude. If your guys are out there, let me know. Let's meet up and have a $8 beer.
$8. $8.
What else is this list we got popping?
The list has concluded.
Oh,
there's one last thing.
This means our favorite thing that we've been waiting all week to talk about. Great, I'll let you take off, dude.
Okay, so we have. Let's see what we have. We have 2 sets of Louie Lopez signature Spitfire wheels.
Those Aztec ones, fire.
Yep, 2 sets of those. And signature shirt to match the graphic, a small logo on the front and the bigger graphics on the back, but you can't see that. And stickers. So we're gonna do 2. There will be 2 winners. They're each gonna get a set of wheels with the shirt and some stickers. So there's 2 ways to win. First way to win is we're gonna post on the Skate Fillet Instagram, which is at Skate Fillet Podcast on Instagram. We're gonna post a photo tonight of what you would win if you are the winner. I will post a photo of it, and we'll give instructions. You're gonna repost that photo, follow the Skate Fillet account on Instagram, and hashtag Skate Fillet Spitfire giveaway. We will choose randomly. We're gonna look through that hashtag. So if you're private and you do this, then you're not gonna be entered because you're private. So don't be private.
Just take it off private for the next day, and if you want to go back, go ahead. Just
for the next few days. When we choose a winner, we'll post about it, and then if you want to go back private, go for it. We're just gonna repost that photo. You're gonna tag Skate Fillet, and you're gonna use the hashtag for the giveaway, which is gonna be hashtag Skate Fillet Spitfire giveaway. The second way to win is there's been 2 Spitfire video parts released this year. They've both been released on Thrasher. First one was for Evan Smith. The second one is for Louie Lopez. There is a spot that they both skated in those video parts. There's a total of 3 tricks done on that spot. One of those 2 people did 2 tricks. The other person did 1. Name the spot. Describe it. So let's say it's not, but let's say it was a 12-stair handrail. You would say 12-stair handrail. And you would say, Evan did blank, and Louie did blank. So you're going to say what the spot is, and you're going to tell us what Evan did on it, and you're going to tell us what Louie did on it. And with that, you're going to comment that on this episode, Skate Fillet 95 on YouTube. If you're watching live right now and you somehow already have the answer to that, don't comment it right now because those comments don't get saved to YouTube. You have to wait until our live feed is over, and it will be uploaded to YouTube pretty much immediately after. And you will see the comment section. I think for the first few minutes says disabled, but then it begins to work because it's like processing the live video. Comment it there. So you're gonna Like I said, describe the spot, say what Louie did, say what Evan did, and you will win wheels, Louie's signature wheels, Louie's signature shirt, and some stickers of his graphic. So there will be 2 winners. Those are the 2 ways to enter. Yeah. So we'll post on the Skate Fillet Insta tonight if you're going to try to enter the Instagram way. And the YouTube way, comment right here as soon as our live feed is over. And we'll get those shipped out to you. I'll ship them out here from San Diego to wherever you are within probably the next week, probably this weekend. So we'll contact you if you win, and we will probably DM you or comment in case you don't see the DM.
Definitely.
And just get back to us via DM with your address, and we'll send it out.
Yeah, and we definitely want to give a huge shout out to Jim and Luke over at Spitfire.
Thank you, Jim and Luke, for sending this over and helping us out.
We are very grateful to our fans. We're very grateful to our listeners, especially people that have kept up with us with like the whole shift over from channels thing or whatever. So yeah, we definitely want to keep doing giveaways. Where Grant and I have been discussing doing like 1 a month, whether it's some wheels or like a board or some whatever the fuck we can possibly get our hands on. Maybe we're definitely talking about doing a giveaway every month though. So hopefully that's something to look forward to in the future.
Yeah. So enter on Instagram, enter on YouTube. That's it for Skate Fillet 95. We'll be back next week with 96. We're inching towards 100. And
holy shit.
Yeah. We'll get there soon. This could be yours. All you got to do is follow those instructions. All right. We'll be back.
Later, skaters.
Peace. Go comment on the YouTube video if you think you already know.